All right, welcome to a special episode of Discount Pokemon Decks. We are playtesting here. We're going to playtest my Serperior, my snake deck, against Greninja. All right, so I am taking a mulligan after some brief chatting, which gives my opponent a little advantage, but I go first, so I'm not that worried. This deck is going to mulligan a few times. We know that. I believe there's only 5 basic. 5 basic in the whole deck, so. Wow, this is an awful draw. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. This could not get any worse. Alright, so we're going to. I don't even know what to do here. Should I bother with an energy? I might as well. Alright, so I hope the chatting here isn't too bothersome. But this is just a pitiful draw. I'm not even sure like what you would do to make this better, right? You could say, oh yeah, why don't you have 2 Shame? You know, if I had 4 Shaman in my deck, I could still draw this, right? I would still have the Virizion, unless you would take the Virizion out for Shaman. I mean, I don't know what you would do to improve this. This just looks like a dead draw. And this could be the one of the shortest games in the history of Pokemon that didn't involve a Latios EX. As I fight over the nearest ambulance or fire truck or whatever emergency vehicles out there. I'm so hoping I draw into something. I need a supporter here. I mean, he's not going to knock me out with that. Yeah, I don't need a timer pull. This is pretty crazy. I have a timer bull here. I've wasted 2 energy on a Virizion, and there's nothing to do with him. So I just have to wait my time and hope I get something, some kind of supporter. I mean, I'm going to look at the deck list here. What do we have for supporter? We've got 4 N, 4 Sycamore, 2 Shauna, even 2 Kukui I would take right at this point. All right. So my opponent has a Frogadier on his bench. He's got a special energy, which in this deck, I believe, do I have? No, I don't have any hammers in this deck. Okay. I play so many decks that sometimes I get confused on what I do and don't have. So game 1 is not looking good to me. Although, sure, if he wants to attack me, that's fine. I'm fine with attacking me with the bursting balloon. I mean, although most likely he might retreat and use his Frogadier, which will do no damage, which is obvious. And of course, he'll put a bursting balloon on. Boy, that's nice. A bursting balloon and the splash energy. So if I do knock out the Frogadier, it still goes right back in his hand. I've seen that more often. I don't remember seeing that in the early builds of Greninja. I wonder if that's more of a new addition here. Alright, so now I'm in a little bit of trouble. I'm behind 4-1 here. 5-1 if you're counting Pokemon. And I will finally take this Sycamore. And exhale. Alright. And yeah, you can also notice I did not get any Forest of Giant Plants here. So I'm only 37 cards into my deck. And hopefully we'll speed things up on the next turn. So now if I should attack because it's going to do damage back anyway. He can do 80 once he evolves this, so there's no point in waiting. And I might as well... Oh, actually, I'm going to knock him out. So I'll take that, a knockout for the damage. 1 prize card. So maybe things are looking a little bit better here. I almost forgot I had weakness there. All right, so he's going to Talonflame and put 2 more cards in his hand. I wish I had an N to shrink that a little bit. But we are going to be trading viciously back and forth. And the problem is he's going to have abilities and the Water Shuriken. And that is going to hurt me. I have weakness on my side. His Pokemon are weak to grass. I have the Serpentine Strangle as well. So we can hopefully slow him down that way. But this is going to be a tough battle for me. I'm definitely going uphill. Starting off with a Virizion and no draw for about 2 turns is not what you want with this deck. I said it before. This is not the quickest deck in the world. It does build up ahead of steam, but you could say the same thing about Greninja. It's not a very quick deck either. And alright, so I have a Talonflame here that I will not be able to knock out in the next turn. I could potentially paralyze him. I would love to get one of these guys if I can get a Lysander. Of course none in there, but I don't think I will have the luxury of that. Time is not on my side, but I could get a Forest of Giant Plants and I could evolve into a Serperior, which would be nice. So my opponent pulling 2 cards from his deck. I would love an N instead because he just handpicked 2 and he already had about 6 cards in his hand. And I would love to shrink that to 5. And he handpicked 1 from here. Wow, that's a triple. Alright, I'm going to play a Super Rod here. Let's see what this gives me. Like to paralyze his Pokemon, yes. Alright, so this is a waste, but we will play it anyway. I'm not even going to flip a coin. We will put back 1, 2, 3. Alright, playing a Sycamore. Alright, so we have the Serperior and an Energy. We have some level balls. So we will play the Forest of Giant Plants. We will play a Serperior. I don't think I'm going to play the level balls yet. Trainer's Mail could give me a Bursting Balloon, which wouldn't be so bad. And you know, ooh. So I have a choice here. Shauna or Lysander. I'm going to probably play Kukui next turn, but I don't know what he's going to give me. I think I have to go with the Shauna, just in case. As much as I would like the Lysander. Alright, so we will knock out this Talonflame. Let's just see. 30, no resistance. Sometimes you got to double check. My opponent said it's his first game. It is also my first game tonight. So he should be able to knock out this Serperior if everything goes right for him. That's a welcome addition. If I had that in my hand before, I would have probably taken a Lysander, but although I can't rely on getting energy either. So if he knocks him out, I may have to play Shauna to get energy, but Kukui will go back in my deck and I can use him later for a nice little sneak attack. Alright, so here's destruction going to begin, and he can knock out the Snivy or knock out the Serperior, which he'll probably take the Serperior out, I would think. So I'm curious what my opponent will do here, because he can only knock out one of these guys. That's a good choice. I could still I can one-shot him with the Serperior, so I'm curious what my opponent's going to do. And if not, then this guy is going to Ooh, I cannot one-shot him with this Serperior. So I think the goal is to knock out this guy. So Shuriken and attack. Interesting. Bench basic Pokemon. Oh man. Alright, so he is going to Water Shuriken, and the target... Alright, so he's going to go after this Serperior. So I'll have to try to knock him out with this one. Alright, so 4-4, but my opponent's starting to build up some steam here. And that is not a water deck joke. You know what? I usually give away packs of cards while I'm playing. So I will try to do so this game. Ooh, that is good. See, now with Kukui, I can knock him out. Because this does 20 more damage before applying weakness. So 80, 100, 200. It'll hurt me, but it'll also hurt my opponent. Let's see if I can paralyze him. I don't think that'll help, though, at all. And I'm short out of Pokemon here. I need a Revitalizer badly. I might as well. I don't think it'll really matter. We'll play Kukui here. Not really what I wanted. So I'm gonna get. Ooh, excuse me. I'm gonna get donked here anyway. For 60. Then he can knock me for 80. He'll knock me out. I'm in a little bit of trouble here. That early draw hurt me. Alright, a Snivy. I needed that badly. So, I don't think my opponent can dispatch of me in one turn. He'll be close, but if I get the Snivy, I think there's another Servine in my deck. And this is as close as you get. We both have 3. Well, he's got 3 Pokemon. I've got 2. If he could somehow manage to evolve these, he could potentially almost knock out both. I think he'd be a little. Yeah, he would if he had another giant water shuriken. So let's see. He's gonna probably go after him because that makes sense. Because he can use Moonlight Slash to take Serperior out. You know what? I said I'd give away a pack of evolutions, so I'll do it for Last is Special. When do you see that? Last is Special. So be the first person on the YouTube channel to say Last is Special. Make me a friend in the game. Send me a trade offer, and I will send you 1 pack of evolutions. So smart move to hide this guy on the bench, and then he could evolve this Greninja. Although I can freeze this guy, so I have that potential as well. I think there's another Servine in here, and I'm correct. All right, no bursting balloon either. But he will be able to snipe me from his bench. I'm going to play, as much as I'd like to play N, I don't think 3 cards is going to give me what I need. I need to play Shauna. And I would love to reduce him to 3 cards. But, I'm going to evolve all my Pokemon here. I'm going to save this Bursting Balloon. I mean, he's going to Water Shuriken this guy, so you know what? I'm not going to save it. So let him get some damage if he does attack. 80 will give me 160, will knock him out. My opponent said I've been lucky. Makes up for my bad starting hand. And I'm just like 1 ahead. If there are any magicians in the crowd, if you're familiar with the one-ahead principle, that's what I feel like I am right now. So I had to put Bursting Balloon on this guy because he can Water Shuriken him and knock him out. Actually, I think he's going to knock me out because 80 here, 80, 60, 60, 80. No, 60 won't knock him out. So this should be interesting. And I don't have see, now I have the ends. Now I'd rather have the Sycamore in the beginning, the ends, when he was playing Talonflame. And he's picked the right prize cards here, really, because Talonflame does nothing. You know, middle to end of game. Now let's see where that Shuriken's going. Probably on this guy. Nope. So he'll knock out this guy, I'm guessing. Yep. And take some damage, and then I'll knock out this guy. And I really need to get a Revitalizer in my hand, which is going to be near impossible if I don't get something good to draw. With N is going to be... I'm so close to winning, yet so close to losing all at the same time. Okay. Let's see what Trainer's Mail can give us. Kukui, draw 2 and do 20 more damage. Or do I reduce my opponent's hand? I don't need the 20 more damage because this will knock him out. So let's reduce my... I really need to get a Revitalizer. And I did not get it, so... I don't know what the face is. There's the... crying face, and I'm done. Alright, so we lost one to Greninja. Gave away 1 pack of evolutions. Let's see if my opponent here. I'm sure he has. No! Wow, I am shocked. My opponent did not have any energy in his hand. I still need a Revitalizer to... There we go. That, only Ace Trainer unless it's special. Alright. Oh, well, I guess it was too good to last. If I do 40, that'll do 80. 80 will bring him down to 90, and then the next guy can knock him out. If he doesn't knock me out, if I do 160, 80, they'll give me 160, so that even Servine can knock him out. I don't know what the right thing to do here is. I mean, he's going to probably retreat, and this will be the next guy. So I'm guessing he's going to knock me out, so we'll go for 80. And hope that something happens. Oh, Super Rod there. So that's going to help him out if he can draw an N or something like that. But he has 31 cards. He didn't go through a whole lot of his deck. If you look through, I've got 14 here. I wish this deck could go through itself a little bit quicker, because I do have stuff to pull out of here. Oh, wow. My opponent totally stalling here. So I stalled in the beginning of the game. Looks like my opponent's stalling here at the end. I am going to play... ooh. Alright, so let's think. If I play 40, they'll do 80 damage. Not going to knock him out. He still has enough to knock both... Shuriken attack will knock him out. I need a Serperior. I'm gonna play it. Oh. I'm sorry. Oh, I'm glad I caught that on tape. I hope if you're watching this, you're laughing too. Oh, the absurdity. Especially if I gave him energy. No, a bursting balloon, but maybe he's got energy on top of it. There he goes. And Skyla. So what's he going to pull out here? Oh, 2 Forest of Giant Plants. Could that have gone any worse? Ace Trainer. Well, I'll take that right now. But my opponent won't play it till next turn. It'll probably be way too late. I don't even know what card I want out of my deck. Do I have another Sycamore? That's probably the only thing that'll save me. Because he's got the energy in his hand. No, an N. Alright, I'll take that. He's going to have only one card. Timer Bowl doesn't help. The Sycamore helps, but... yeah, I think this is the only thing to do here. So if he's got an energy, he wins. If he doesn't have an energy, it's game over, and I will beat both. Wow, I can't believe I snatched victory out of the jaws of defeat here. Wow. I hope when my opponent sees this, he's gonna fall off the floor when he sees I played an N and drew 2 Forests of Giant Plants. Folks, you can't script that. You wouldn't believe it if you did. All right, I think I can just knock him out here. Good game. Wow, alright, so we'll be back right after a short break. Alright, game number 2. We gave away 1 pack in the first match. Let's see how close these games are. This is very interesting. You know, you think you may have an advantage against a certain deck or not. And I think this deck has, I wouldn't say an advantage, but I think it's not scared to play this deck, Greninja. I mean, you could see how close that game was. And in the video, I don't need to see my opponent's deck, how close it was, and it went in the other direction. And there were multiple times in this game where it could have, the last game in this video, could have went either way. So, yeah, sure, I'll take an extra card. Alright, we need a Forest, we need a Sycamore, more importantly. I'm going to take a Shauna because I don't want to be stuck. Not the exact... but we need the Forest more than anything else. My opponent is going to attack with Talonflame, so I will put a Bursting Balloon on this guy. Let's get a Trainer Ball out. Maybe we can paralyze him. Alright, 1 Servine. That's great. I'll play Shauna here. Hopefully get a good draw. Oh, I like this a lot. I cannot attack, but I could even use Kukui on the next turn because I have a good hand. Alright, so my opponent, his Talonflame was paralyzed. Let's see. You know, I almost want to do a Sycamore here, because if I could paralyze him again and have a 75% chance, it could be almost lights out. And if I could pull up 2, and I'm going to do that here. Oh, wait. All right, so we have a good chance of paralyzing our opponent. Just need 1 coin flip in our favor. There we go. And I will just evolve him, and I'm just going to put down another Snivy. And I have an N here as well. Let's just get this guy ready. So it's obvious to use this one because the next attack will one-shot whoever he's got. So this game could be over pretty quickly. And my opponent telling me he's got Last Special, he usually gets some good cards. I have 2 here if he plays it now. He may have to do something to get a Froakie on his bench, but his Talonflame will be gone, and I have 2 Serperiors powered up, and my opponent has nothing, so oh, this is over. This game is over. I'm going to play this anyway because I'm doing 140. I'm not even going to... I'm just going to attack here. Wow, that was unsuspected, so definitely the paralyzation worked. I didn't give away any cards. Well, let's use Paralyze as our secret phrase because I just used that, ran that to victory. So hopefully we'll get a 3rd game in. Alright, game number 3 here. 2 was a quick one. I was pretty surprised, pretty pleased. I don't know what my opponent had, nor will I ever, really, because I don't think he's recording. Would you like to go first? Yes. Well, here's the bad hand again, so we're back to that. No draw. No energy. This timer ball can totally whiff. I do have my stadium. I do have some bursting balloons. Curious if my opponent has his Talonflame here. He does. He's gotten it in every game, so. Alright, so we'll go with the Servine here. See if we can put 2 parallel. Oh, I'll have to use Forest of Giant Plants, which I don't mind because I'm going to fully evolve this guy. So I'm not going to play any Bursting Balloon unless I know I've paralyzed this guy. Heads again, wow. I've been really lucky with those. And I'm done for now. Still don't have a draw, still don't have an energy. Alright, so he's got a Bursting Balloon on, and I have nothing. Oh, I'm going to put a Bursting Balloon on my guy. I'm dead draw here, and not really sure what my options are other than watch my opponent. So again, you know, if I can get a supporter in my hand on that first turn, it looks like. Although I don't see him putting an energy down. But I think I'm going to have to break the ice here and play an N. Still no energy. Wow. How many are in this deck? 8. I can still paralyze him, so let's try the timer ball first. Hey, there, see, I've done one tails. Hold on. What I really should get is the Serperior, because I'm going to get Servine with the level ball. So I'll have 2 fully evolved Serperiors. My opponent does have a Frogadier. He can retreat to use the water duplicates. Unless I paralyze. Oh, man. I know he's going to watch this video, and I'll suggest it to him as well. for my opponent to count how many times I've gotten heads versus tails. Did I win this because of luck? Could that be it? My opponent's telling me I should have played the lottery. Alright. Faded Town. Doesn't affect me, but he wants to get rid of my stadium. If I get an energy, I'm Lysandering this guy. And I don't care if that's not a verb. I'm doing it. Just one energy. So I have 8 energy in the deck. There's 37 cards I'm drawing from. 43 really. So what do I have? Like a 1 in 5.5 chance of getting one. Not great. If I play N, I should definitely get one, but the N will be gone. I mean, Lysander will be gone. Oh, now that's just teasing me. And I'm most likely going to have to play an N here and give my opponent a full hand when I don't want to. So battle's going to be on soon, I'll tell you that. There we go. Okay. There's no chance I'm going to paralyze him again, right? No chance. But, so, you know what? I'm not going to bother. This is my idea. I have a Revitalizer. So I can pull one out. I probably should have gone for it. But I'm going to coil this turn. And now I'm doing 140 the next. 280 to these guys. So I'll have to Water Shuriken knock him out, which you can totally do. But then I can use Revitalizer to put it back in my hand. So he's going to... Oh, he's probably going to attack with the Talonflame because just put an energy on him. And now this is why I wish I had the Lysander. So I have the elements in my deck. They just don't seem to get in my hand. And I don't know how to change that. I mean, should I go 3 bursting balloons? Because that seems to be something there. Should I get rid of the Super Rod? I mean, you need to, you know, you can look at the beginning of the game. When I try to do, like, analyze the deck and try to figure out what's going on, I'll look at what I have when I don't have anything. But those are good late game cards, late to mid game cards. So if I replace them all with something else, then I'd have problems mid to late game. Alright, so he's letting me knock this Talonflame out unless I get a Lysander and I could go after Greninja. This Revitalizer becomes worthless, but I could put an energy on Serperior. I can wait 1 turn till he knocks this guy out. And I never used a Lysander, so he's not in here. So, unfortunately, this V-Seeker does me no good. Oh, I can do 100 here. Always add it up. So I could do 100 here, and then I'll still be doing... But he's going to knock me out anyway. But might as well. Maybe my opponent will have to think about it. Although, he'd have to knock this guy out. If not... I mean, he could try to snipe a Snivy. But then, if he doesn't knock this guy out, he's going to knock out whoever he puts up here. So I'm feeling okay. I'm not feeling great. Interesting. I'm sure he's going to plan a retreat with this guy. Why else put the bursting balloon on this and let me knock him out while taking damage? And so probably he's going to Water Shuriken or Serperior, retreat, attack with Frogadier, and leave Frogadier for me to attack. And unless I get a Lysander, there's nothing I'm going to do about it. If I get a Lysander, then I can Revitalize, hopefully paralyze one of his guys. So I'm wondering about this Virizion, if he's actually any good. I know there's games where he does play. Maybe it's just the Greninja matchup he doesn't really do anything in. Oh, he is taking out a Snivy. Okay. I will get him back, so... And he's going to call water duplicates here. It's a good strategy. Unless I get a Lysander. If I get a Lysander, this will really turn the game over. Nope. Okay, he's got too many cards here. This thinking of playing the N, because that'll hurt his hand a little bit. And then I have to figure out what I'm going to do. I mean, the other idea, well, yeah, that'll hurt him, because he'll go down to 5, so he loses 2 cards. So, I gain a card. Okay, this is fine. Still don't have the Lysander. How many are in my deck? 2 probably? 2 Lysanders, so when I don't need him, I get him, and when I need him, I don't get him. I'm not gonna play Servine here. I will just knock this Pokemon out. I think I have to, because he can snipe the Snivy, so. And I don't have a Stadium either, so I can't paralyze his next Pokemon unless I play the Revitalizer now, but I'm wasting it for one Pokemon where I can have a whole bunch later, so. Alright, we'll do Coil. Alright, so my opponent's saying I helped his hand a lot. And there's another Greninja. So I felt like I had a pretty good start, but I was not really able to convert. That Lysander eluded me. You know, maybe instead of Kukui, putting in some more. I mean, how many Trainer's Mails do I have in here? I have 3 already. Maybe getting a random receiver. Oh, he's going after this guy a little bit. Ace Trainer. Alright, so he's going to knock me down to 3 cards. Good strategy there. I guess with the slow deck like Greninja, it's okay if you let your Talonflame knock out if you know you have Ace Trainers in there. So alright, here's a Trainer's Mail. Here's a Serperior. I can do 20 extra damage with Kukui as well. So I think he's putting him here to knock out my Serperior. He should have an energy in his hand, I'm guessing. No energy in his hand. Wow. Alright, so I'm going to one-shot him. Should I play Kukui? Should I wait till next turn? If I do next turn, it'll be enough to knock out this guy. I take it back, no energy. I see that. I don't want to play yeah, I might as well play the Trainer's Mail just to see. Hold on. He's got the arrow. I can knock out this Greninja. And I will. So, finally got the Lysander I need. And the good thing about playing it, if you weren't sure if that was the right move, if I get a V-Seeker later, I can play it again. So I think I have to play Slashing Strike here. Oh, it's not going to... Yeah, it will knock him out. Will this knock him out? This will do 200. Yeah, Coil will knock him out. Yes. So, I was saying a second ago, it looked like things were slipping back. The momentum was slipping back in his direction, but I definitely got it. How about a pack of cards of evolutions for Lysander here? Because that just may have saved me. Interesting, I have a Serperior. This actually does nothing for me. And next turn I can definitely Kukui and I'll knock out whatever. So, still feeling good against the frogs here. Starting to feel good. I've lost to this deck so many times. I have post-traumatic stress disorder against it. But I'm feeling good here. He's offering a Faroki sacrifice. I may take it. What do we have here? There's nothing really to use. No bother. I mean, I could play Kukui to play Kukui. I don't even know. Do I need to play anything here? Just to draw 2 cards? I have a Sycamore, so I'll be drawing more later. What do I really need? A Revitalizer? There's nothing I need this instant. We'll just keep playing Coil. And this is one of the things I talked about this deck. This Coil attack, after you've done it once, you do 100 every turn. Really beneficial. I think my opponent's seeing defeat here. 5-2 with 2 Serperiors on my bench. No Greninja break on the field, so there's one in his hand. So feeling a little bit better that this deck can compete against and take down the frogs. So if you're going to a tournament and you feel like there's going to be a lot of Greninja decks, you may want to consider this Serperior. And I really have to wonder if this Virizion is worth it. Alright, so my opponent is reducing my hand size. Playing some hand fighting tactics, which looks like it kind of worked here. This Trainer's Mail can net me something. I don't even know. I could put an energy on a Virizion and get 2 guys back in my hand if I really want. Now he finally knocked out my Serperior here. And I'm going to bring this one to active. I think it's maybe a little bit better. Alright, so that is perfect. Oh, except I don't have a stadium, which I do now, but I'd rather have the V-Seeker. And I know I have a Shauna in here. Oh, I don't have a Shauna in there. Oh, the V-Seeker wasn't the best idea. Ooh. I can play N, but that'll just... I can't play these guys, come to think of it, because he can knock them out. I may have counted my chickens before they've hatched. The other thing I do is play both of these and play N anyway. I should have double checked that I had a Shauna here. I do not. Or a Sycamore. If I play him, he'll knock them both out and he'll be even game. So I'm not going to play them and hope I get something else next turn. If I get more desperate next turn, I may put the Virizion as my active and put 2 more back in my hand. I don't know. Why is it telling me I have an advantage? Did I use him last turn? No, when his Pokemon is attacked, it'll do damage. Alright, so we will use Coil here and force my opponent to deal with this guy. I do have a V-Seeker, so I can Lysander one of his Greninja. So this game has got back to tense again. Oh, nice play. I have to compliment my opponent on his deck here because it's like a Swiss Army knife. He's got lots of little things for different situations, and he seems to get them in just the nick of time. I think he realizes that. He can't hear me, by the way, so... Alright, so he's placing the energy now. Is he going to attack? Take more damage? No. Shuriken first. Shuriken on my bench. Serperior? No. He's going to take this one fully out and take the damage. And I will be able to knock this guy out with these. And I will put 2 Snivy on my bench because that is oh, hip hip hooray. I will put an energy on one of them just in case. I'm going to play a Sycamore here. We get rid of his stadium. We can put 3 Pokemon back. Let me think. I have 1 level ball, 1 paralyze, 2 paralyze. I think that's what I need. Maybe an energy. I don't think I need a 3rd one. Let's get an energy here. Oh, we have one here. That's so I'm glad I didn't do that. All right, so 1 chance. Although paralyze really doesn't help right now. When you flip your time, still is paralyzed. Yes, sorry. All right, so my luck has run out, but that's okay. I'm just gonna evolve these guys. Yeah, at tails, don't count your chickens yet. Oh, 2 tails. So I counted my chickens there. So this will do 80. He's going to have to take down this Serperior if he wants a chance to win. I will have not that many shots to take down this. Actually, I will... No. Yeah, I will be able to take him down with Kukui. So as long as my opponent doesn't do any hand fu, I should be okay. So he played a Skyla here, and unless he has a red card, I think I've got this game won. Rough Seas, doesn't matter. Unless he can somehow knock out both of these guys, because he's going to do 100 with Slashing Strike, which will turn into 200 on this Greninja. So there we go. If I calculated everything right, I should win. Just in case, because sometimes I'm an idiot. All right, good game. So 2-1. I think 2-1. I don't even recall. Did I win the first game? I don't think I did. So definitely a good deck. This Greninja deck. Excuse me. This Serperior deck here. Ooh. Yes, trade. Probably someone who won one of the prizes. So, you know, I've talked about this deck before. I said it's done well against Greninja. I think today pretty much showed it can get up right there and put a good scare in the frog. So obviously weak to grass is one problem for Greninja. I don't do anything to shut down its abilities, which a lot of other decks do. And I think this deck does well against a lot of other decks. So really not much else to say about it. I'm pretty pleased at how it went. Good to know that it really could fight. I mean, maybe I would take out a Bursting Balloon, maybe a random receiver, maybe take out a Kukui, but you can see against the Greninja matchup, this Kukui was essential. I think I used it at least twice to knock out the Greninja break, so I'm kind of fine with this deck as it is. I'd love to get a little more draw, but even Super Odd, you see, you know, cost me one game when I had it in the beginning. But in this game, it saved me at the end because I could put the cards back in the deck, and I think I played it twice. So, in the second game and once in the third, maybe I got a little more coin flips than I should have, but I'm going to pretend that didn't matter and and enjoy my success against the deck that's tormented me so much. So, thanks a lot, and until next time. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button so you'll know when our next video is released. Also, check out our playlists where you can find videos by topics like mill decks or cheap EX decks.